We've now finished adding finished activity for ground floor. Let's come to roof. Let's start by adding activities over here. Activities would not be more different than block work construction, plastering works, and then next activity would be painting. Over here, after plastering, we had wall ceiling primers to go. In this, we're just going to take the primers to go, and we will assume that we're going to do in external. We're going to assume that it is a part of external works. If you want, you can add over here, or you can add in the external. We're considering here in the external. Now let's add the remaining finishes activity for the roof, waterproofing and testing. Let's link these activities. Now if you remember, all the activities have been added in the sequence of work. We will select the first activity, we'll select the last activity, right click, and then link activity, finish start relationship, get link between them. Let's give them some durations, 10 days, 8 days, take like 3 days, this takes like another 8 days. Let's schedule this. Now we have added this activity. This does not have any successor or predecessor activities. It is starting from data date. Any activities that comes on the data date is called activities riding on data date. It only means that the relationship are missing for it. For blockwork construction, we need to assign some predecessor for this. What would be the predecessor? Since it is a ground floor slab, we need to have a link between it and L1 slab. Without the casting of L1 slab under it, that is a ground floor level, you cannot do the block work. There will be de-shuttering that will be supporting the L1 slab. If you see visually, now when the first slab is cutted and the de-shuttering work is done in this area, only then we can do the ground floor for the block work for the ground floor level. If you see carefully over here, only after casting on the slab and de-shuttering, we have started the block work construction. Coming back to Primavera, now we've given the relationship between them, but the thing is that we cannot start the block work construction immediately after the slab construction. There should be some lag, that is a de-shuttering period, for us to remove the props, the shutterings and supports and everything. Let's take some reference. Removing a prop under slab under 4.5 meters 7 days, and under 14 days, and under that it is more than 4.5 meter, it is at again 14 days. We will assume this 14 days. Let's come to Primavera. And let's give this lag, let's give it 14 days. Now you can see block work construction is now starting after L1 slab de-shuttering works. Coming to roof block work construction, this can only be done after completion of roof slab casting. Even though this roof slab is only for the staircase headroom area, block work does come over there, and we will assume that we will do the whole works after that slab casting. Now adding activities in external area. Scaffolding works external area. external plastering works, primer painting, say this takes like 8 days. Now for this we need to again assign a predecessor. We need to start external works only after the roof slab casting is done. Let's schedule this. Now you see this is moved ahead, but these two have remained same place because we have missed the relationship between them. Click on assign external plastering works, assign the successor, then go to, it comes to next activity, keep this window open, select the next activity and click on assign again, and let's just schedule this. But now last thing we have to do is that we have to link this external primer paint with this door and window shutter installation. That is because when the external works will be done, that is external work for the plaster, painting and everything, so the scaffolding works will be pushed through walls, or maybe they will be pushed through the window and door openings for support. We cannot install the glass or the door shutter, obviously that is for damage. So this is the sequence we have to maintain. External paint, let's rename this as external paint. Let's schedule this again, and we have added all of the activities. This means we have finished with adding activities for finish for roof and external works. We need to add a final snagging activity. So here we have project milestone says as project completion. So before project finish, we need to do some snagging work, some final touch-ups works, handover, or say we can call it as handover. Let's come to a WBS window. Let's just close this. Let's summarize this. Let's add one separate WBS, a parent level WBS, which is work completion. Let's add an activity and say give it a name as final snagging and final touch-up works. Let's give this some duration. That now this needs some predecessor and successor that we need to assign. Let's expand all. Now you can see all the WBS open. Let's add predecessors to it. Final snagging and final touch-up will come only after all the finishes activities are done. So let's add last activity of each WBS. Let's assign. Let's sort this by finish date, so we will only add the last finishes activity that will come over there. Roof waterproofing testing. Let's keep this window open and clicked in this area on this activity. Click on assign, so we can just give relationships. Now you can also read from here the last activities. Stake is handrail and light fitting are both the final activities at this level. A link. Stake is handrail. Final touch-up assign. Also let's give painting to this final touch-ups. Move ahead. Okay. These are the last finishes activities that needs to be done before the final snagging works. Now the last successor activity we need to assign is project finish. Since this is a finish to finish, since this is a finished milestone, we need to give a finish to finish relationship. Schedule this. Now we know that a project complete duration takes 196 days.